Hi Scorpio, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, my name is Christine. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Scorpio Tarot reading. Scorpio Love Tarot reading. Scorpio Love Reading. And as is pretty much always the case at the Tarot Closet, Scorpio Love Messages, channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. Let's take a look at the energy that is coming in, Scorpio. Wow, okay, so it's the Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles. You're definitely waiting on somebody to make some kind of move. It could be literal in terms of travel, so we could be looking at showing up for something, you know, coming toward you, like literal travel, which could even be around the possibility of relocation. But I want to say in this Chariot energy, as you can see the Cancer and Moon energy, that it's a move around commitment for them to make. It's the Seven of Pentacles. And I'm feeling like it's in reverse. The Moon in Taurus energy. So that's reciprocity. It's waiting, but like waiting for reciprocity. It's like one foot out the door, you know? Just even looking at the deck today, it could even be around another level. You could say building a family kind of energy. And it's a wait that's like anxious, you know? Look, this person's tired. They have two different shoes on. A lot of us have been there, if you're looking here. But yeah, this is definitely a wait around that. And the Chariot is telling me that there is some kind of move being made. You go into the Chariot when you're getting out of the Lover's card. So commitment. It's pretty clear for me. It's just a matter of what that commitment is. Okay, well, one of the things, well, in addition, I would say to that, is there's also an apology. Look. Three of Swords in reverse. Saturn and Libra coming here with Temperance. Temperance is connected to the heart chakra, and this is Archangel Michael, who specifically is connected to the solar plexus chakra I do, and the throat chakra I speak. Like getting everybody on the path to the truth, working it out, you know, and it's right here in the partnership placement balance, quite literally. So it is also clearly connecting to the apology that is also here. I don't think that's probably all you're waiting for, but it's here. I want to show you this energy that's coming in. I think something is going down. The Chariot, look, the Empress. And the Seven of Pentacles is back, waiting for things to move forward, to grow. There's also a lot of Gaia energy in the Empress, Taurus energy. Also bringing in Libra by way of Venus. Around relationships and love. Timing energy here. But somebody coming in, being emotionally available and open and honest, and being ready for things to grow. That's the timing energy is here. Divine feminine energy. Divine number, divine timing. So whether you are in complete no contact, no communication with this person, like something went on in that way, or there's a pause button, a cooling off period, or there's just, you're just waiting on somebody, you know? This energy of the timing is here with our Empress, divine feminine energy. Can create and grow anything. And look at what's going on also in this card today with the Seven of Pentacles back, of you waiting here. So it's clear it could definitely be around family energy, should that be the case. It's going to be really specific for you. But it's definitely around the move, you know. Some kind of, well, again, it's around commitment. Another level here. It's going to be so specific to you. But that Seven of Pentacles coming back, and this time in the upright. Still here, you know. I think this is, oh yeah, look. It's back. It wants to stay. And it also brought in the Magician. Scorpio, It also brought in the Magician. The Seven of Wands, so there's a little bit of self-defensive energy, you know, not wanting to obviously be hurt, and just even because there is an apology here, I don't think that's, in fact, it's clear that's not all that's going on here, but it is here. So the Empress wanted to stay in your reading, and it wants to be your overall energy. Scorpio. Yeah, and it's right above, speaking of which, as above, so below, our Magician. Gemini and Virgo energy. Somebody taking inspired action. The Magician is connected to the solar plexus chakra, I do, just like the Sun energy. And the Chariot which came in, but also the throat chakra, I speak. There's definitely communication coming in here. You have your guards up, but there's way more than that. What you've been waiting for, what is really specific for you, you know, should you still be, because it came in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, telling me that there is one foot out the door. However, we saw it again coming in the upright. It's like, okay, well, I'm here, but, so there, I guess you could say, if there's some kind of compromises or meeting in the middle energy with Temperance, that it could be contingent upon that, you know. The bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. This is your energy, Scorpio. And Pluto energy, some kind of proposal energy. So we could be looking out for some of you around like a romantic proposal, like marriage. Super specific. Probably not for everybody, but there is a proposal kind of energy, and there is movement and growth. Of course, the Empress, the leader of all 12 zodiac signs, able to create and grow anything. Abundance, fertility, new beginnings. Should it be connected to that particular energy today in that Seven of Pentacles? And the Magician, not the leader, but access to everything. It's like, okay, all the resources here, the potential is here. Somebody just needs to get focused and clear. Yeah, it's around commitment. Look, just cutting into the deck, it's the Hierophant. Taurus energy. Two intense energies, not the counterparts, not the High Priestess and not the Emperor, the counterpart to the Empress, but the Hierophant. This is a card of commitments, relationships, partnerships, contracts, long term. For some of you, it is a validation around marriage. It's just really strong validation. I also want to validate, should it be the case, and it could be around you even, that there might be some kind of expectations or like things needing to be a certain way. Like meeting in the middle, perhaps somebody wouldn't want to move in together without being married. You know what I mean? Or again, we have family energy here too. So it's really specific. That could even be around other people, like family of origin, cultural, religious differences, that sort of thing. Scorpio, your reading is timeless. You're here and you're meant to be here. All your zodiac readings, your Scorpio Love Tarot readings are in the description. You'll find everything, all signs, collective readings, twin flame readings, all 12 zodiac signs, I should say. So feel free to explore. We are going into their feelings for you, and you know what's going on. What's on everybody's mind? Is there a move being made? Yeah. Let's continue here. Remember, if you hear my content, my voice even, that's usually most often the case with some weird random still video, altered or not, and it's not here at the Tarot Closet, you're not seeing me talking and reading for you on my verified channel, it means somebody took the content, and your emails giving me the channel names have been very helpful. Please keep them coming. I would really appreciate it. The email is linked below in the description, also on the About Me page. Thank you, Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see for Scorpio, aho. 10 Pentacles. Yeah. So if you've been on a break, a separation, pause button, what? You've been waiting for things to move forward. You've been waiting for things to maybe a long-term commitment energy. It's definitely here. The Ten of Pentacles, this is very long-term energy. Virgo and Mercury energy. Long-term commitment, quite literally. A new cycle. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. The Six of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Wands in reverse. So a stagnancy around, I would say probably some things that need to be worked out clearly here around the communication. The Six of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. And Mercury in Aquarius energy. And it's a stagnation for me. It's like not... Everybody still really needs to talk. And I would say to you, because I feel the defensive energy here, should you be thinking about the movie, like what direction you want to go in, because this is your reading, Scorpio, and the Magician is here, you know, shape-shifting into that Magician and the Empress, and like going for what it is you want. Because I can see that there's maybe a little indecisive energy, and that you might be feeling a little bit like you haven't really moved on either way. You know, there's still clearly potential here. Whoa. But I feel like there's some conversations to be had. The Hermit. More Virgo energy, Virgo and Mercury. This is where you go for clarity, truth. Things come into fruition, because when you get out of here, you go into the Wheel of Fortune. Your energy's in the Wheel of Fortune. Leo and you, Scorpio, as well as Taurus and Aquarius. And that's the turning point. And that's also connected to the throat chakra, you know, communicating and things moving again. It's connected to Jupiter. So prosperous, abundance, you know, growth, luck, you could say timing. Because there is an energy here for me today of somebody being ready, somebody not, somebody being available, somebody not. I tell you what, though, the conversation is clear. We could be looking at, you know, messages here. You can see the scroll with our Knight of Swords. This is Mercury energy and Libra and Mercury energy. So it could be around an SMS, text message, social media. As I talk about at the Tarot Closet, Mercury is often very strongly connected to reading and writing. But it's also Mercury. How do you communicate with this person? Do you talk on the phone? Can you see each other? Because they have actually a lot to say here. They've been thinking about it. Yeah, there's that apathetic energy. Again, look, in the Four of Cups, in the communication. This has really strong Page of Swords vibes for me. It's sort of like, look, watching. If you're not connected in that way, and maybe somebody's looking at somebody through social media, you know, talking to other people, because you're just about to put a cup over this rose, which signifies growth and love and offers. You know, it's like, okay, it's going down. What's going on here? You're here, you're watching. Speak up. Because I'm sick of waiting. Because that Seven of Pentacles is, for me, is what I call spinner. It was in the reverse and it was in the upright. So it's sort of like, I'm here, I'm not. Surrounding this this fourth cup are the Three of Cups. Mercury and Cancer energy. So if you can see this person, look, it's connecting with the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest, or a slow night. But you know, the long-term energy connecting right here. So they're kind of in that energy and watching, but we also have that Three of Cups energy in here. So if you can see them, it's like having a conversation, coming together, maybe at a party or gathering around other people. But that Mercury energy within those three cups, again, can be around digital, you know, or a phone call, whatever. So the Page of Wands is also here, and the King of Pentacles. This is clearly yours. And, wow, okay, the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords as well. So what are we missing? I guess we're just missing the Knight of Cups. Look what's here. It's your energy, the Death card. I like this because this is telling me that it's getting out of a period of uncertainty here. Because when you get into the Death card, you're coming out of the Hanged Man energy, Pisces. And that's been a really strong, I feel, period of uncertainty between the two of you. Maybe even some power struggles, but some indecisive energy. So this is telling me that it's a bigger picture. It's the Death card. It's a major arcana. That there are some big changes that are going down. And finally, things have been, I feel, quite stagnant. A transformational energy. Also, this person getting out of their ego to apologize. That's been really clear. This is more than that, but that is one of the elements that's here because you definitely have a foot tapping going on, you know? So our Knight of Wands in reverse is a pretty impulsive energy. Connecting with our Knight of Pentacles, so it's been slow, and then there's like kind of a push. And it could be because they've seen, like they're reacting to something they've seen or heard, because I feel like they're watching or they're talking to people. The Knight of Swords is also here twice, and that's because there is a princess and a prince in this deck. For me, that's the two of you. You know, it's both of you like on the move to communicate, and you both have a lot to say. So this conversation could get kind of intense. The King of Pentacles is also here. Right here, connecting to the Ten of Pentacles, commitment. That's been really clear that you may be obviously waiting for this apology too. And maybe even for something to change in this Death card in the way of somebody's life. Whether being ready for commitment, being available should there be something else going on. Not super clear. I think that might be justice wanting to show there. We need to look. Either way, this Knight of Pentacles is an energy of commitment, and it's connecting to the Ten of Pentacles. So it is a long-term energy, but there's a lot of things to work out here. There is a meeting in the middle energy, whatever that's going to be around. Look, there could even be a third-party kind of person around, should that be the case, like a friend or a family member, maybe even, you could say, a spiritual advisor. The Hierophant having come in, Temperance here, sort of moderating between our two Knight of Swords, the Divine Masculine energy, and our Prince of Swords and the Divine Feminine energy of the Princess. Not about gender, but just a validation for me of the counterparts of two people being here and both having a lot to say, like things really needing to be worked out. I want to bring in some Oracle. I'm not reading it in reverse. Just want to move the energy a little. See if there is any clarity, validation, new insight coming in. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see for Scorpio. Please show us the cards. Aho. These are both yours. Yeah, look. Co-create, message in a bottle. It's communication for me here and manifesting what it is you want, but it's like a together kind of energy, you know, and also manifesting and co-creating with the universe. Shape-shifting again into this magician energy because it's all here for you, whatever direction you want to go. Should you be tired of waiting or should you be ready for this now to move forward? The bigger picture energy here around the change, the Death card, Temperance, the Empress, the Magician. And it's coming here with message in a bottle. There's a little phone in here. So obviously, that's really telling that it could be around a phone call, SMS, text message. There are stars and hearts around the love, obviously, and healing energy and clarity. We have our stork here, you know, floating on it, like coming with news. It's like that's what they do. They deliver news, you know. And it's on a bottle, which is floating in the divine energy. It's emotional. And again, it's timing too, because this bottle is here within the water, which is ruled, you know, that's the moon energy, ruling the tide, the emotions. And as it coming in, it kind of looks like it. But it could be that it's been going off course, been floating way out to sea or got lost. And this impulsive energy is telling me that it really is like either showing up for something or a message just kind of coming in and maybe it being a little bit jarring for you. But definitely an energy. Oh, what's going on with my tarot closet sign here? Definitely an energy of, this, like it's time. It's this intense, it feels like an emotionally intense conversation that everybody has something to say. Like, wait, no, this is what I want to say. Well, this is what I want to say. And the possibilities of regeneration, look, is here. Rebirth and the death card, your energy, a new cycle. And the thing is something happened here, obviously, to the foundation. And just like Mother Nature does, which is here, the Empress, it regenerates. And oftentimes, it can be better than before. Things could be popping up that were growing there that didn't belong there. Things you never noticed. Also good things and new things. The Empress today has a lot of mushrooms, and those are the first things that come when a foundation's, like when something's gone on with Mother Nature and it's regenerating, Holding on, of course, to the scepter, the power of life, able to grow anything here. So the possibilities here, the Magician, the Empress, regeneration is really strong, and it really feels, again, like it's contingent upon the communication. No place like home. There could be literal energy connected to a home between the two of you, of course. I mean, look, we have the Empress and that Seven of Pentacles today. The depiction on the card of like holding her belly. That's super specific. But it's also a feeling like just coming back together and communicating. This 5 connecting me literally to the throat chakra. Clear communication. Getting out of conflicting energy, change. Yeah. Because look, about to change. This orphaned card is a 5. It's a 55. And that's an energy of, it's time for transformation. Change is near. So Scorpio, I just want to say to you, if that's for the two of you, it's here, the possibilities. The question is, what do you want? The co-creation with the universe. Also with yourself. Your higher self energy. With this person. Because this transformational energy, this new and better path that's emerging, it might be that it's just for you. I mean, that's really up to you. And it's also, the possibilities together are also here. Imagining that. Either way, I think you're totally ready. That's just been really clear what's been coming through. A decision to be made here. Around the two of you, the partnership, there's definitely a lot that's left unsaid that's going to kind of put things on the right path. Again, whether it's together or apart, I can't tell you. You have free will. Your person has free will. Everyone does. The future is not fixed. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will, they do change. I have to say, for some of you, it could be this energy of waiting that it's literal marriage. And that's really specific because somebody in this orphaned energy feels like they were left behind. And it almost looks like they're wearing a wedding dress. Or maybe a party dress. But it's getting out of this energy. And if they're lucky, maybe you're here for the conversation, maybe you're not. Because you definitely are about to put that cup over that rose. And in that 7 of Pentacles, step away. 1 foot out the door, 2 maybe. There may be something around this person that's needed to change in this death card that you've been waiting for. Again, I think that might be justice that's wanting to reveal, but something else is wanting to reveal here. That's just becoming one of these readings, yeah. So I just want to validate because it's wanting to show. It's been wanting to show. It's justice showing up in reverse. It's connected to the heart chakra. And it could be that there's something legal and there could be a situation around somebody's life, But that's also about not being, possibly again, not being honest about something. It's an imbalanced energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy, yin yang energy. And the death card is here above it, again, which I really like, because that's, okay, this has to change. This has to end or transform. So it could be around behaviors. And then showing up in there is the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It's funny how that came up. The Eight of Cups energy, this is Pisces energy. It's Saturn in Pisces, and it's here with the Queen of Cups, which is a very healing energy. So this does connect to somebody who has been pulling away, but it's also connecting to some of you that are still not really sure, you know, here on this path, looking up and holding on to this really emotional and healing energy of the Queen of Cups. I mean, look, it also connects with, yeah, like what happened. This orphaned energy, a feeling left behind. It could just be around emotions, which is a big deal, obviously. Could be other things connecting to that orphaned energy. So there's this conversation like really needs to happen. Also for yourself, if you've been feeling like you're not being honest with yourself and that Justice energy in reverse, the Death card, this is you. Change, endings, rebirth, maybe that's what it is for you. I'm sorry I made you cry. The Tarot Closet channeled love messages right here on the Orphan card. Love messages from your person, from their higher self. So there's that energy. I feel so at home with you. No place like home. Regeneration, like a healing energy of the Queen of Cups. Cancer, can we get past this? Regeneration, can we try again or restart? I really want you back in my life. That's so specific, but also really clear. I'm so sorry again. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. Somebody's sending a message through. We are soulmates. Scorpio. Thinking of you keeps me awake at night. I want to talk again. So that's really clear. Some of you haven't been. Whether you completely haven't been or it's just been really strained or in and out. I'll make things right. You mean a lot to me. What have you done to me? In your last channeled love message from this person, message from their higher self, I am making a plan to come to you. That having come through really very clearly with the Weight and the Seven of Pentacles, you and the Chariot when your reading began. Scorpio, that is your reading today. It's been my honor channeling for you. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. I really appreciate it. I'm sending you love. Until next time.